time to spill the secrets.
This is Universal Secrets with Tiffany Mack and Kevin Hale.
It is Tuesday night. You know what that
Apparently, I need to turn my phone off because the volume's screwed up, but it's Universal Secrets with Tiffany Mack and Kevin Hale. Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah. In this
All
house,
right.
Tuesday night, October 8th, 2024. Quick shout out. Happy birthday, bro. My brother, younger brother's birthday is today.
Happy birthday.
Tiffany, it's what have you gotten me? Because it is Prime, like Amazon Prime deal day today, tomorrow. So I know you've got me something, right?
You know, by the end of the night, I'm sure that I will have you something, Kevin. Hopefully, it will have our logo on it and maybe your face. That would be awesome. So you got to customize if we're going to get some deals.
I hear you. Secrets, Universal Secrets, streaming on our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Tiff, you're into town, mine to town, us, you, family, over illnesses, trying to get over illnesses. We had to skip last week because of illness. But,
we're trying. Well, you know, the biggest thing is our concerns over the weather and our friends that have been in harm's way. So, you know, I've reached out to Micah Hanks and been with him virtually almost every day, just making sure that he's surviving because he had the big mudslide not 2 minutes from his house or right in his area. So, you know, they're still trying to survive with minimal availability of food, water, electricity, heat. You know, they're in a bad spot. And then, you know, now we've got to look at another hurricane. My dad just came up, so we have some of our family that's escaped the hurricane in Florida, and there's still one more family member down there. But you know, I'm just concerned about that. That's one of the problems that I'm mentally facing right now, and I think that a lot of us are. But other than that, looking at fall break.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we'll have some fun this weekend.
Finally, hoodie weather for us.
I know, it's sweater weather.
Like almost 90 degrees last week here. So
yeah, I felt like yesterday was nice and warm, and then this morning when I got up, I was a tit-bit nipply out there, man. Crazy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you don't put my eyes out, I'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Okay. What's
those
on
under control?
Yeah. What's on store for us tonight?
So tonight we have a psychic, and you know we've had a few in the past, and I like seeing how each one works uniquely, and so this is going to be a really great show. Her name is April Busset. The psychic housewife of New Jersey, is renowned
You
celebrity.
said it wrong. How'd you say Jersey?
Busset.
No, Jersey. How you say Jersey?
Jersey.
There you go.
Sorry. She's a renowned celebrity psychic medium and a natural-born clairvoyant. She's a creator, founder, and CEO of Ghosted Magazine. Her work has been featured on the Travel Channel's The Holzer Files in the Lambert Castle episode. April has collaborated with well-known TV paranormal celebrities to investigate the most notoriously haunted locations. Her unique abilities to connect with spirits have been instrumental in resolving intense hauntings and possessions throughout the United States, providing comfort and closure to her clients. There's a little bit more in this bio that I would like to get into, but I think that we can get her to tell us a little bit more about herself instead of me. Just
let
reading
the interrogation begin.
Amen.
That's a long damn bio. You're like, shut up, April.
No. It's the 4-page ones that I'm like,
Yeah.
really? We have to do this today?
I keep changing. Like, I have short ones, like, because certain places want short ones. And,
Right.
like, if you get production companies contacting you, like, they want little ones, the long ones, whatever. So, yes.
No, we're all good with this.
Happy to be here.
Thank you.
So, thank you for
coming.
having me. And this, can I just, all right, I'm going to stop you right there. Just
Okay.
What were you saying? You were your brother, you were saying happy birthday to?
Yeah, my younger brother. Yeah.
Young brother. Does he have somebody around his age that passed?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Because they were saying
You already started.
happy birthday to them. And there's something about, like, I don't know if it's a truck, motorcycle, or something with that. Like, if that's where we used to hang out in front of, or if this is part of the passing, I'm not sure. But as soon as I heard you say that, I heard somebody say, and tell him, and he's shown me he's like the same age. Happy birthday from me.
You'll have to talk to him and find out, Kevin.
I will.
And then report back.
Yeah.
I absolutely will.
Do you understand the truck thing? The truck?
Say it again. Do I want?
What I said about the truck, like there's something with. Okay.
I'll definitely. Yeah, I'll mention it. Yeah.
But do you know what that means? Something around the truck?
I don't right away, but
okay.
Yeah.
All right, but
okay.
I don't know if this is an M name around him.
You need to text
notes.
him, Kevin.
I'm making notes. Yeah, I will.
So, Amy. Oh my God, now I'm talking about.
All right.
Now I'm talking to one of our listeners.
Do over.
Get her some wine right now.
I know. Right now, okay. Right now, I'm drinking from a brand new bottle that I got for my birthday. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that awesome?
That is great.
So, April, not Amy. I was just speaking to Amy. Sorry.
That's okay. No worries.
Tell us. What was your first episode of knowing something? Knowing something that you didn't have any context for, and were you? Is this something that you've had your whole life? Is this something that you developed consciously? What's going on with this?
So this happened when I was really young, like when I was 4. I actually woke up. We had moved, and we were in this new house, and it was always creepy, this house. I don't think at that age I understood that it was creepy as I got older, but I woke up and, my dad was at the foot of my bed, and I'm screaming for my mom to come in, hey, daddy's here, and everyone's running in. My dad had died 2 years prior. That's why we moved. So, and that's how everything started. So I really, I didn't get a sense that I had a gift then, just had no idea. We thought we lived in a haunted house, even though like nobody in the family has this gift. My family could sense things going on, but I was seeing it. So, but they were also like, being touched, grabbed. There was things that were happening in the home. So it was crazy. So that's how it started, but still not knowing what it was until like I got into my teens. And then, honestly, now I grew up like, watching I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched. I really thought I just had magic powers because like, I remember at school.
Did you do this? Or how did she do her nose?
She actually moved her lips more than anything else.
Is that you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
You can do it.
I just thought I had magic powers like them, like just know things, I thought it was just magic and everything. Just knowing stuff. I just knew things, like I was in first grade and the teacher, the math teacher was going, I don't know if she wrote out this stuff. I forgot, but I was blurting out the answers. When I tell you I failed math like all the time, but they thought I had, oh my God, she's so gifted, like I had no idea, but
you could like hear it in her head.
I can hear it, and they had a conference with my mom that I'm a gifted child, and I'm like, I'm not gifted. But
You're
just
like, I just know the answer.
yeah, it's like it's downloads. I was just getting this information, whether it's a voice or saying things. But I think one of the first things I did, like, so I started doing readings. Like, you'll hear the story all the time. I went to a psychic that told me I had the gift. So they gave me cards. I had no idea how to read cards, but I started reading them. And
That's the Amy.
no,
Sorry.
That's the
not here, Amy. But anyway, so I'm reading, like, so people started hearing about me because I was doing readings for people.
How old were you? How old were you when that started? Because
That was probably about like 14. So
okay.
I remember, like, so I started with my friends reading them. Then the friends started telling their parents. So the parents invite me over the house. And I remember reading one of the parents, the father and mother. And I remember blurting out saying, like, I said, the person that you think has cancer doesn't. The test results come back benign. When I tell you, at that age, I didn't know what benign meant, but I just knew to say that. And they're like, okay, thank you. I could see, like, the father was welling up with tears. When I tell you, right there and then, I wanted to end whatever I was doing because I upset somebody. And I'm like, this is hard. I'm not doing this anymore. This sucks. I suck. I'm hurting people. And 2 days later, the mother calls me up and says, April, she goes, we just want to thank you. My friend's older sister, was diagnosed with cancer, but the results came back benign.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
yeah. So I remember her saying that to me, and I'm like, I wanted to say, well, what does benign mean?
Yeah.
As a 14-year-old. Right.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
like, just things like that, just knowing things. So now people start hearing about me, and I'm doing just readings for everybody. I'm not charging because I don't know any better.
Right.
Plus, I have no right to, because I still don't know what the hell it is. But now I'm getting calls for haunted houses. People are calling me to come into the houses. I still don't know what I'm doing. But I know I can go in there and I'm talking to whatever's there, and telling them what's going on. I remember one of the first houses I went into, and I know before going in, I saw this creepy crawly woman on the walls. And when I walked in, I said, I said, are things falling off the shelf? And I went in the kitchen, and she's like, yeah, the things are falling off. So I'm not telling you because it's creepy to tell them. So I'm walking around the house, and I go into their bedroom. As I'm walking in, this older woman, a spirit's pushed me out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. So I'm like, okay. So I turned to the girl and I said, who's Claire? She goes, that's my mother. She just died. Well, I said, she's in this room protecting whoever's here. So then I told him about the creepy crawly woman. Walk around the house. I said, I got to find this woman. I go down in the basement and I find her, and she's really creepy. She's creeping me out. Now, know this, people, this is why some people will describe creepy looking people, 6 heads, whatever. You're going into a place, they're 7 feet tall. They can make themselves appear that way. That's how they protect themselves. They want to scare you. They're scared. Anyway, so I got this girl, the woman, down to human form. It turns out she was looking for a husband. She used to live in a house. She had mental instability, and the husband had to put her away, but he sold the house to put her there. He'd since died. She's stuck, she's stuck here. I told her, go to your husband, he has already passed on. And, she's down in uniform, and all of a sudden this light appears, beautiful. Like how they tell you. I've only seen it 3 times, honestly. And she just gets sucked into it. But it was a true story. The husband and wife,
that sounds tragic to begin with.
It is, because she was looking for him. So she didn't want to cross over.
And she probably didn't understand why they had been separated.
And she wanted, and I remember walking through the house and I'm going, are you hearing knocking on the floor, scratch? She was climbing on the ceiling, like in the basement, but which is the living room floor, scratching, and she's trying to, she wants him out of the house.
Yeah.
Essentially, get out of my house. But they were all hiding in the main bedroom now because now everyone's scared. The kids, the family. And Claire, the mother who passed, was protecting them, even against me not to go in there. Nobody was allowed in this room that wasn't any of the family. So it's amazing how our loved ones do protect us.
Yeah, that's actually a great story. Is there a way to prepare for that type of adventure?
I was just discussing this with somebody, and I was telling them how I used to go in so prepared, so protected and everything. And I would go in and I'm not getting anything. It's like,
Because you were too shut off.
well, you know what? Let me tell you this. I thought I was badass. I'm walking into his house. I'm like, they're gone because I came in. No, I was too protected. So now I go unprotected. You know what it is? Now I go in. I know I have God protecting me. That's all it is. Intention. If I put the intention out there, everything is intention. You'll always hear that. It's but I feel protected by God, guides, whomever. So I am protected, but I still can make connections with them and talk to them. I was doing these heavy duty prayers that were like really I was really blocking everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny. I'm going to tell you a little story. So one thing that I always notice, every location, even when I go to haunted places, I always detect a non-human form. And I'm like, what is this? And it's for years, the homes I did since I was a teen. And every time I went into the place, I wouldn't feel it anymore. So
A particular place or just in general?
every place.
Okay.
Any place that there was a spirit, there would be this non-human type entity there. Not demonic, but not friendly, but it's non-human. And I now call that soul collectors. And I've learned what they do is wherever spirits are in a place, home, whatever, these non-human things, soul collectors, like to go there and control the other spirits that are earthbound and kind of trap them, keep them away from the light, tell them the light's no good. You hear these things, and it's true. They feed off these energies. Essentially, they're spirit slaves.
They're not demons. You wouldn't call them demons.
Or
is there maybe do you sense a difference between that and what you would call more of a demonic entity?
There's some that felt worse to me that I would say demonic, that were on that realm of demonic, and some that were just basic ones, but I've dealt with one that actually scared the shit out of me and made me sick for a week. And
oh God, I don't even know if I should ask because it sounds like it would be traumatic. But
I'll ask.
Share,
please share.
Hi, Shirley. Oh, my friend Shirley's here. Shirley Temporelli. She's the mother of Sophia Temporelli, the ghost host.
We had Sophia.
Sophia.
Not too long ago, right?
Oh, Sophia is awesome.
Yes, she was so sweet.
That's my family.
Sure. Oh, okay, there you go. Good.
So, so what were you going to say?
I was asking, is there a way to protect yourself from more demonic entities? And I'm using the term demonic as just negative. Maybe I shouldn't say demonic.
You know what it is? You're afraid to say demonic because people are like, oh, she's using a D word. No, there are demons out there. There are demonic forces out there. Of course, there's God, like this demonic. If we're seeing angels and we got angels, you damn straight there's going to be demons there too.
That's what I've always wondered.
Yeah, there's always a yin and a yang. Mm-hmm. So demons, angels, But
can I ask what is your religious background, or do you have?
I'm Catholic, so I'm Catholic. I'm also a shaman, and I'm a shaman through tribe, not through books, like not studying books. I actually am inducted into a tribe. I have a chief. So people are like, well, you're a Catholic. No, it's not a religion. It's not a religion. And I know I don't look like one, and I never will. I don't play that part, but I do for the work I do. I don't offer this work as a shaman in my work, but what we do as a tribe is we fight the bad from behind the scenes, even for the world and everything. We are working behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. So it's heavy. And, I got to tell you the truth. I don't even like talking about it because there's things we're not supposed to share because it's sacred information. Because I know one time my chief was watching me and she's like, "You're not supposed to say that." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not saying anything anymore." But it's good work, especially for what I do, because I do get a deeper sense of respect from certain spirits when I go places. And I'll tell you
Do you think that's based on your shamanism though? They not only do you have that ability to sense what's going on around you and what's happened or what's going to happen, that connection to the spirit, but you also have the social structure and everything that goes along with that too.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was let's see, what Hinsdale House, right? Years ago. This is before I was even out. Somebody had contacted me. They didn't tell me where they were, and I was telling exactly what happened at the Hinsdale House.
Mhm.
That Dan verified everything. Now I didn't know where they were. But I remember now I'm going to years later, I'm going to Hinsdale House. Before I go to Hinsdale House, I was meditating and all of a sudden I'm on the property. I still don't know where the property is. I don't know what it looks like. But I do remote viewing too. So I was on the property. I was brought there like on the property. This is through remote viewing and my meditation. And on the property line were thousands of Indians, a tribe with the chief. And what he was letting me know is that the earth was tainted. But they were showing me respect for shamanism, for being part of this. But it was crazy. But he was basically telling me there's nothing I could do, that the property is tainted, but the people that
Do they teach you and or do you just naturally feel what that process should be?
what they teach us? Oh no, we're taught. It's
Okay.
very intense teachings, but it's usually people because they will take out people out of the tribe, like out of the group before you get inducted that they don't feel fit the profile.
Mhm.
It's usually already gifted people. I had a connection with nature, which I still do with birds, with nature. I know I don't look it. I am very bougie, but I do have very, very big connection to nature. I always have. I respect nature. I work with nature. I use that in my readings. But it's it's a serious work, and it's we're working with darker forces.
Mm.
Basically, we're doing the dark, and that's why the shadow work we have to deal with the shadow work, but we're also dealing with the darker spirits. We're trained in that. We're trained in demonology, uh,
Mhm.
with the darker arts, with curses and things like that. Which, quite honestly, you know how I approach this. I always say curses. People like yes, this is a real thing, but I don't put any credence into it. I don't say like I don't believe in it. That it can't affect me. And I think
Right.
we all can do this.
You're sort of hitting on something that I read recently, and I don't know if you ascribe to any Wiccan culture or
I do,
ideologies, but
I love all the cultures. I love Wiccan, and essentially as Catholics, we do
I'm a Catholic too, and I think that you can have a looser
Frankincense
translation
myrrh
on some
that we
things,
use that.
but we Mother Mary, Angela Merici, there's all of these people in
Absolutely.
our path that had strong women attached and strong feminine energy. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking that
We were the first doctors, essentially. We were the first doctors. We were the healers.
midwives and healers,
Yeah.
yes. And
Yeah.
then I was thinking like the dark goddess is sort of the darker side, the dark goddess is
Like
part of
Lilith.
that, like Lilith or
Yeah.
just the crone in
Yeah.
general, right? The
Yeah.
old lady who's um, probably going to welcome you over the edge at the end of your life,
Yeah.
versus the
Because
maiden,
we become the
the
crone. We are
right,
the maiden,
exactly.
and we become the crone.
Exactly. So I think that when it comes to the the dark goddess aspect of that, we sort of have that light and that dark
We all
energy
do.
that is we're in that environment for the most part.
Absolutely.
You have blinders on.
Yeah. No, you know what it is? It does come out of us.
Mhm.
It's up to us how we control it. you know, but we all have that dark and light in us. We all do. So
Yeah.
we're all
So
bad.
do you bad girl? Kevin likes a bad girl. Look at him. Look at that. I need to watch my mouth. My mom's.
I'm trying. I think I'm
Is
gonna have to
Mom
like
watching?
mute myself several times because I just want to.
I no, you know, Kevin, don't feel left out because you're the only boy. No.
I'm I'm the only guy with 2 blondes. Life is
love
good.
that.
Life is good. With the lips too. With the lips.
You gotta text your brother. I want to know if he knows who I'm talking about.
I'll do that.
I'm so
Let's
curious because
see.
you know what it is when you make a connection. If you don't, when I'm doing readings, and you'll see this other psychics too, like when you can't get past something, like, you know, the people aren't connecting with it. So they'll say, well, you know, ask your family member, and I try to get rid of it. But sometimes the spirits don't want to go until they're recognized, you know. But I, you know, like I've had readings, right? Let me tell you, I was doing a reading for this one of my very first readings, and the woman, you know, I'm like, oh, you know, Barbara's here, and she's like, no. I'm like, okay. She was just really angry, this woman. And I'm like, oh, Sue's here. No. Danny's here. No. I said, lady, do you know any of these people? And she goes, yes, but I don't want to talk to them. I want to. I said,
Even in death, I'm just done with them.
she goes, I said, who do you want to talk to? She goes, Bob. And I said, these aren't the real names, by the way. I said, Bob doesn't want to talk to you. We are over. I was like, so mad, because she was just so I couldn't go on with the reading because she wouldn't acknowledge these people. Sometimes you have to acknowledge some of the people that come through that maybe you don't want to talk to, you know, but such is life. But it was funny. Like, she was just angry.
Just a heads up, April. We've got some people. You know, we do a live chat, so we're gonna share some questions. Whether you want to answer, it's up to you.
Well, now I have no choice. You put me on the spot, right? No.
Say no comment, or
I'm
ask
kidding.
for their credit
I would
card.
look like a real
Venmo.
asshole if I don't answer now.
Venmo. What? Yeah, share your Venmo. So
No.
I have to ask. I mentioned this to Tiffany before the show, and do you? This is. Let me make sure I'll say this the right way.
Ruh-roh.
Do you see death as in
No.
Not at all?
I do.
You don't, or you can, or you choose not. Well, go ahead.
I don't play God, and I've heard of people saying they're known to, you know, that they can tell you when you're going to die. That's BS.
Mhm.
BS.
Like a prophet type.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Well, yeah. No, like there's like I heard something like saying they can tell somebody when they're going to die.
Who would want to do that though?
Yeah, you know, listen, we're not God. We're not equipped with that. You know,
Mhm.
possibly you can. When I do readings, I do it's a more positive side of the reading. Yeah, like I've done readings like for people where somebody older around, like I see the passing come, but it's expected. It's not tragic. You know, we're not here to control that. We have no control over life and death. That's for God or whatever you believe in.
Mhm.
That's not up to us, you know. But have seen, like, you know, somebody was going to pass, you know. And you know how I know? Because sometimes I'll be doing a reading and I see a large sum coming in, and I could see it has legal undertones, which I know is like an inheritance. So, but I'll sense like it's somebody older passing, like a grandmother, you know, something like that. Which they're most likely they're aware of. This is how I do my readings, and this is an actual reading, which is really not that big of a deal, but I'll show you how I work. I was reading for this young girl, and I said, listen, you know, I got to tell you something. I said, I see an issue around your job. And I said, I think you're going to get laid off or, you know, let go. I said, but don't get nervous. I said, because what I see for you in the future, I want you to collect unemployment for 2 months. Go have fun. Go live it up. I said, because in 2 months, you're going to get another job. And I said, from that other job that you get, it's going to be $20,000 more. So you'll be making more money. So go
Woohoo.
enjoy your time right now. So let me tell you something. That girl did lose her job. She had called me. 2 months later, she did find the job, $20,000 more. She took my advice, collect unemployment, have fun, you know. I'm glad she did because it's hard work, but it was a good job. But it was something that she really loved. So sometimes bad things that happen, or the universe's way, God's way of putting the better thing in your path, except for death, of course. You know, like that's an
Well,
unseen.
that's only hard for the people left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
fair.
necessarily hard for the person passing. It's the everybody that's left behind that has to deal with picking up the pieces and things. At least that's what I've sort of gathered. But
I
I
know
have a
you
question.
you
Sorry,
don't
go
want
ahead.
to talk about death, but could you at least text me and say, look out?
Yeah. Wait, all right. I'm gonna tell you a little story. Now, this is a true story. Now, this has
Well,
to do
it's
with
been
me.
story time with April time.
That's
wait,
good.
no,
Yeah.
but
That's
I'm
what we like.
explaining to you real life things that happened to me, why it's dangerous. Now, my husband, my biggest fan, and manages everything. He pushes me to be better. Like he'll be like, "Did you meditate? Did you meditate? Did you meditate? You could have done better." When I tell him my stories, you could have done better, and I like that because he challenges me, pushes me. But one day he said to me, "He goes, you know, you should start doing like global events, you know." And I said, "Absolutely, I am not touching that. I'm not. I don't want to get involved in that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's too much. I don't want to be a target for what I say, even if it comes. I don't want to get involved. It's too messy for me. I hate messy." Anyway,
Mhm.
so I wake up the next morning. I'm sitting here at my desk. I'm like, all right, let me try this out. I'm like, all right, guys, what do you got for me? So I hear active shooter. I'm like,
Mm.
okay, that happens a lot. But then they show me my daughter. I freak out and I'm like, oh my God, this is my imagination because it's hard to read for yourself. And, because your left brain and right brain fighting each other. So, but I hear right after that, she'll be far away. I imagine this, da, da, da. Later on that night, 9 p.m., my daughter calls me. And I'm like, and she goes, Mom, she goes, there's an active shooter. I fell to my knees, but we're far away.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So let me tell
Now-
you that I always tell you, but wait, let me tell you. So this is the Jersey in me. I hang up the phone. I look at my husband. I said, you mother effer, if you ever do that to me again, I'll kill you. Because you know why? Guess what? I don't know details. They don't tell you dates. They don't tell you time.
Yeah.
Right.
How, what, where. Imagine walking around with that. I would never have let that child out of my sight.
Yeah, I agree. Wow.
I've got to ask, April, if you have these visions or these thoughts, these feelings over something like an active shooter,
Yeah.
We've had a shit fucking load of
Yes.
school shootings.
All right.
Can you?
We just had
roadblock
one we just had one
We
last
have one,
week
what,
in
a
our
monthly?
in our
Yeah.
city,
In our
and
city, yeah.
one of the boy died.
Yeah.
It's like, and
It's such a sin. I think if I
awful.
put my mind into it, my intention to focus on that, I could.
Mhm.
But I can't deal with stuff like that. I can't. And I don't want people to get it's a cop out. What if I can't get the answers? You know what the pressure that is on me?
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
It sucks. You know how many people write to me for missing person cases?
Mhm.
And I don't like doing it. First of all, I will tell you, because I always tell them you have to have the police contact me, because of the fact I don't want to be a suspect.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Because
Oh
how do
my
I know?
gosh.
Yes, because this has happened before.
Have
Well-
you ever called somebody out and said, "Hey, I know this happened. This
Well-
is the person."
Nice segue, because one of you actually identify a killer, right? On a
Well, you know
show.
what? I haven't done it in a long time because my schedule's too busy, but I used to do live readings every week. And I had a girl come on and I'm talking to her and it was just basic. And I didn't realize it was going into this. And she's asking something, and I said, tell your mother not to trust too. And she's like, oh my God, yeah, whatever. Da, da. But I kept seeing documents, very important. She had a sign, police on the door. I'm like, I kept saying, what about the documents? I said, what about the documents? And she goes, well, my aunt just died. And boom, I knew exactly what was going on. And I said, and I was zoomed into her. I said, her passing. I said, family members involved. And she said, yes. And I said, female. And she said, yes. I said, this is caught on camera. And she said, yes. And I said, because I see a male and a female going into the home. And I didn't say the name, but we all knew who it was. But I think I had said it was the daughter. The daughter murdered the mother.
What do you have to do
I
in
know.
order
And
to
she went there
kill
with
your
her
mother?
boyfriend because what I saw was, I said because somebody forged documents. So I forgot if it was the day before the mother's death, she forged documents, get a loan. or
Probably
something.
the will.
I think it was to get a loan or something like
Ooh.
that.
Dang. That's
And
harsh.
yeah, it's harsh. And I said, this is caught on camera. And she's going, yeah, well, she erased everything. I said, no. And I remember freaking out because I'm like, no, because I have cameras too. Even if I was trying to hide a package from my husband and I'm trying to erase that video. It's in the cloud. So I'm like, tell the police to look the cloud. They did get it. They did have the evidence.
Yes, they
She was
can.
convicted, and it was her. So and
bro
the
code wants me to take that clip about hiding from your husband and send it to your husband.
I do the same thing. Damn it.
I know. It's like, but you know what? You don't realize you can erase it on your end. You can't erase it on their phone.
Okay, look at this though. This is what I have to hide from my husband.
Oh,
rocks and plants. Crystals and plants.
What's a really good crystal to keep around the house is selenite.
I've got 4 or 5 of those down here.
I got a huge one, like huge, that I keep in the house. I'll keep it in the middle of the house. That really, really does absorb negative energy. I actually have one right here that I keep with my tarot cards. I keep it on top of them. So, and
speaking of tarot cards,
yes, I have them right here.
Okay, so I have a sort of a little obsession with them. I just, if they feel right, I get them. Well, this one was a dark purchase. Speaking of the dark goddess, okay. Have you ever seen this? The Occult Tarot?
No, and you know what? I think whatever works for you, but if it makes you feel weird,
I don't. I really just bought it without even opening or looking at it because Halloween was coming.
I don't like anything dark, and if it makes me feel uncomfortable,
it's dark.
Yeah, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, don't use it. I know that the first deck of cards,
I blessed the crap out of it, but
guys, if you get a tarot deck, it's always good for somebody actually to buy you a tarot deck, and you should always sleep with it under your pillow for 7 days.
What does that do? What would that help with?
It connects with you. It connects with your psyche, your third eye, your psychic ability. So you're connect, because this is a connection to us, but it's just a tool, but it's a connection for us. I always say this is like my right hand, but guess what? These are training wheels, because when I do my galleries, I can't bring my cards with me.
Oh no. Why?
Well, what do? I'm doing a gallery. Wait, hold on. I have to consult my deck.
Hold on. Yes. Get one of the little pocket ones. Have you seen the pocket ones on Etsy?
Yeah. I can barely see now. So
they fit in a matchbox.
But you don't want to do that, because now you're forcing yourself to use your intuition, your psychic abilities, that you really don't need these. These are, now I just use these for like when I'm not getting enough information in, and it really helps me get over that hump. And I will tell you too, when doing the tarot cards, you can learn the meanings and everything, but go with what it feels like to you.
From your gut.
Yeah. But what do you see? Because sometimes something's going to catch your eye, something in that picture, and always make it tell a story, because I've seen readers go, let me pick a good one. Like, just say, like, this is the Ace of Pentacles. This means finances or money. Nobody wants the cards read to them. They want a story. You tell them, because they can essentially just do it themselves, But I will tell you honestly, I go old school. The Rider, the Rider deck, the Rider-Waite deck. Go with the classic. I that's my opinion. I know I get people rag on me for this, well, I like the angel deck. I don't. I think the angel deck is,
Say
it's
it.
a tarot. For wusses. No.
For what? The other night I'm flipping channels and like on travel or Discovery something. They were talking about the Salem witch trials.
Mm-hmm.
You realize you two would just be
burned?
barbecued.
Oh, for real. For
I
real.
mean, that's just crazy to think that what people really. Well, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah. Well, you know how people are. Even to this day, people are sheep. They follow the cult, whoever's telling them what to do. They all follow. Nobody knows how to make up their own mind. And if you do speak your own mind, you're bad. So back then, you're bad. Women shouldn't speak out of place, So they would be called a witch. Hey, listen, if you get a really mean person, like the mean girls back then, and they didn't like one of us, like, yeah, I saw her talking.
Exactly.
And you're done.
You're
yeah.
done.
Nobody
like this.
Nothing.
You're on the barbecue menu for the night.
And it's just like, in like back when we were in school, if a girl was called a slut, she's a slut forever, even though she wasn't a slut,
Yeah.
So you're you carry that name with you. So
I was the guy that when I heard that I would say, who? No,
which girl?
What's her phone number?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I thought we were dating. No. Tiffany, there's some questions in chat. Do you want to bring them up? And
yes. So
in April,
Adam,
if you want to add your Venmo or
no. Oh my God, I would never do that.
Okay, so we have
now we're doing a podcast.
So we have a few people wondering if you have any kind of sense of anything going on with one of the audience listeners. And then this one is a little bit more specific. I wanted to ask if she can see if my energy and challenges are going to get better, and if any angels or loved ones have messages for me. Thanks, Adam.
Hey, Adam. I think Adam's
Hey,
first
Adam.
time with us. Hey, cheers.
So see if your energy and the challenges. Wait, see if my energies and challenges. Well, I'm just trying to connect with him.
Take your time. Tiffany, how's
one of the things that I've always
what I'm doing. I'm
Sure.
going to try. I'm scribbling right now. That helps me read.
That's okay. That's good.
So I just want to Adam. I just feel a lot of frustration around you, not being able to get over that hump. And I got to tell you, I feel like there's going to be a change of job for you coming up, which I really like. And I think this is going to be March for you. And I feel like people have been taking advantage of you. And I feel like people have been almost you getting stabbed in the back. But let me tell you something. This is a turning around for you. This is turning around where you're going to get, I don't want to say vindication because on my part it'd be vindication, but for you, validation that these people were being mean to you, and it's going to be returned to them. Let me see something.
People don't always count on that, do they?
Yeah. Wait, I almost feel like there's a big start coming up for you. Like, did you want to start your own business or could he answer me in here?
He can answer in the chat. Yes.
Yeah. So I can, because for order to be to keep going, I need to keep connecting with them.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm seeing a change, and also, there's been a lot of. I don't know if he's fighting with somebody he's with now. There's been a lot of tension going on family-wise or somebody, a relationship too. That's going to be coming to an end too. I almost feel like
while you're doing that or thinking of, I want to share or mention something.
I wanted to hold on, Adam. Adam responded, I want to do personal training. It's my passion, but I'm unable because of health issues right now.
Okay.
I'm very tired dealing with something.
Okay.
So that makes sense.
All right. So this is the change starting your own business. I still see this happening for you. I do see something holding you back. And I feel like this has to do with breathing issues or the lungs. And I don't know if you're going to partner up with somebody, but I also feel like attention having issues with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did reach out to my brother. He's out doing birthday dinner with his family. He said he'd get back to me. I didn't want to kind of while you're eating your steak, can you tell me?
No, can you answer me now? God damn it.
Let's do it.
All right.
But-
so yeah, you see how difficult like this is when you don't have them in front of you. Let me see something.
I tell you what, this is sort of strange, but the thing that I've always been able to spit out is if someone's pregnant. Like within moments of seeing them physically in front of me, I'm like, you're pregnant. That is one of the biggest things. And I've always wondered if that's because there's like a new life developing and there's like that new energy.
Yeah, you know what? That everyone has their niche. You can be the pregnancy psychic,
I am. And people are not always happy when they find that out. It's not always the best time in their life for a pregnancy, but it's always just one of those things that you blurt out before you even know what you're saying. It's just out there and you're like, oh shit, did I really say that out loud? Yeah,
they would be like, you blurt that out, they're like, I just had sex last night.
No, I'm not supposed to be pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. No, that's what I'll tell you. So many people want to do readings together. Listen, you do get support from your sister. It's just that she really cares about you, of your well-being, because, and to be quite honest, sometimes she makes stupid decisions and she's just trying to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you have poor judgment around friendships, around people around you. So not that that's a bad thing. It's just that you're a good person. But I know, because I keep seeing you like, I don't know if you're moving, somebody's moving too. But I definitely see sometime starting like my own side hustle. Even if you did YouTube videos, like for training, because that gets a lot of people. Let me tell you something. I started watching this guy. He's like teaching like dance exercise, but you're actually learning how to do the in-sync dance.
That's Kevin's forte.
April just said, let's see you do it, Tiffany.
That's all right. Not today.
But, let me see something. With pregnancy, can I tell you another story?
Sure.
Yes, please do.
I remember I was doing readings and this girl, my next reading was like walking towards me. This girl was probably 80 pounds soaking wet, right? But I'm like, oh my God, she's pregnant. This is like, I'm like, she's pregnant? How do I tell her? Because I don't know if she wants. So she sits down and I said, can I ask you something? And she's like, yeah. I said, do you want to have children? Yeah, I'm trying to really ease into it. And she starts crying. I can't have kids. There's something wrong with me. And I said,
no.
I said, nope. I said, you're pregnant now. I knew she was pregnant because we're moms. I don't know if you're a mom. I'm a mom. I can sense pregnancy. Yeah. And I think that's why we could sense another life. She went and took like 3 pregnancy tests and came back and she's like, I'm pregnant, And I told her it was a boy and that she was going to name it the B name. And she did have a boy named him Brian.
Oh,
yeah.
It's always good confirmation, though, when you hear back. Yeah.
You can smell the hormones.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, the animals detect pheromones. Bugs detect pheromones.
Dogs.
Yes. I'd say that most mammals probably can. So I wouldn't be surprised if we.
What about all the other stuff I'm predicting? I'm not
love it.
That. But essentially, we are using, and you're right, Amy. We are using all our senses. It's crazy, smell, taste. I know one time.
Oh, that's a good question. Do you get other senses?
Yes. absolutely.
Can you name one that was just so obvious to you that it wasn't coming from you, but you were able to use one of your other senses, either smell or taste or sound?
Yes, with taste. This is just recently too. It's two things. It's taste and what the spirit was showing me. I'm reading this girl and her mom's coming through, blah, blah, blah. I'm going back and forth. And I argue with the spirits. So, I'll stop for a minute. And it's not like they're on the side of me and I'm going like this because I hate when people do that, because I'll be looking at someone's side and I'm like, there's nobody there. But anyway, I'm talking to the lady's mother, and I want hardcore evidence. I want the meat and potatoes, and that's what I'm known for doing. So I'm talking to the mother, and she's showing me apples, and I'm tasting apples. And so I said to the spirit mother, I said, hey lady, I'm not saying apple pie that you used to make apple pie, because that's friggin' lame. This is exactly what I'm saying to the spirit. I say, because what mother hasn't made apple pie, right?
Yeah.
So the woman goes, April, just say apples with, plural. APPLES. I said, all right. So I said to the girl, say her name was Kim. I said, Kim, your mom wants me to say apples. And she goes, and she starts screaming. She goes, that was her nickname.
Oh, see, I guess you didn't even expect that to be why you're going to say apples.
I apologize to the mother. I'm sorry, because I just thought it was lame. Yeah, your mom used to, I have, an older woman here, feels like grandmother, and she knits,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and she loves you and is proud of you. To me, I'm like, that is lame. But, I want the meat and potatoes. Now I was at the Warren Paracon 2 weeks ago, and I was doing in-person readings there, and I had this lovely girl come in, and I brought her father through, and she wanted her twin sister, to sit with her. And I said, no, let me just do you first, because there's a different energy. But the father's coming through, and I'm giving all the evidence. The father was something with trains, and there's a place that has his voice recorded. He used to be a historian, and at the history place, they have his voice recorded, where you can press the button, hear him talk, and tell you about whatever. So
awesome.
At the end, and I'm like, and I'm telling him, I want something better. So he goes, say Beano. First I'm like hearing bean, and then I hear him say, oh, Beano. And I'm like, I'm not saying that, because isn't Beano the
yes, the fart medicine?
Yeah, gas medicine. So it's the fart medicine.
It's the fart medicine.
This girl's father, and I'm saying,
that's hilarious.
And he's like, just say it. He's like, just say it. So I said, all right, your dad. And I'm like, this really reluctant. I'm like, your dad wants me to say Beano. Beano. I had to say it twice. She starts crying. She's screaming in the Warren Paracon, hysterical crying, calls her sister over. The father nicknamed them Beano.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But I see, like, do you understand me being reluctant by saying Beano?
Yes.
Like, you're making a fool out of me? No. That's calling you a fart. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Do you hand out tissues before you speak?
I have to start doing that. I swear to God. And thank God I had napkins there because I was eating, so the apple pie makes us
very calendar. I actually like that. Is it the Dutch apple pie? Because that one's actually pretty tasty.
Oh yeah, I can go for some apple pie. But it's funny, but lately, for the past couple of months, I've been getting nicknames, like hardcore nicknames. I'm like, but I like evidence, because I like to have a talk with them. I'm like, you're gonna give me evidence. I don't want to hear I'm so proud of you and I love you. Of course they love us and they're proud of us. You know, like anyone can say that. I want hardcore evidence.
I like that.
Yeah.
Don't put the cookie cutter.
Yeah, don't give me this bullshit,
Let's real quick, Kathleen, going through a tough time, wish it would get better. Sending very positive vibes, Kathleen. April, anything you
Kathleen, I'm going to tell you, if you can just wait until the end of the year, by November you're going to feel better. It's like almost into December you start getting your bounce back. I feel like it seems like everything's been hitting you hard. It's almost like even people have, like friends or family, have been ignoring you. What does that mean? Upvote.
Oh, that's for the show. Give a
Thumbs up.
like a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have yeah, that, so you're saying by the end of the year that things should
things
get
get
better. That sounds
Wait,
very positive.
wait, who's asking that?
That was
You know them?
who was that?
No,
Kathleen Connor.
Yeah.
Kathleen.
Yeah.
Do you know Kathleen?
I don't.
Oh, all right.
Not
All right.
personally,
So,
no.
Kathleen, because I thought you knew her. That's what I said. Kathleen, the reason why I'm saying this, it just almost feels like everyone's kind of abandoning you, or you feel like people are abandoning you. You know, let me tell you something. When you're going through a bad time, people kind of avoid you.
Yep.
And you know why? Because it's like you're going through a bad time, and they've gone through that themselves, and it's almost like they don't want to go back to that. That you might. It's almost like you're contagious with negative energy. That's why people do that. It's not to be mean, and sometimes we have to go through things alone to make us stronger, and also sort out the people that have been there for us, so who get revenge on after the bad times over. It is going to get better. You know what I keep seeing, like starting over again, starting a new life, because like can I tell you something? So what I see images, so I have to decipher these images, and I saw a tree being planted for her, so which I know is, and it wasn't a baby tree or a leaf like that. This is a big tree, so there's a new life coming for you. Actually, because there's like a decision you have to make too. Which path am I going on? And you're finally going to go on the right path, because the path you've been going on, it's like you've been taking care of yourself. Like nobody's been helping. This path you're going on is, oh my God, I'm making these new friends, even the loved ones, my families, my close ones. I'm going to be making new connections with people, and, keep that in the back of your head. You're like, like who was there for you? You know what? We can't be vengeful either. Me personally, I'll cut you off. Done. I won't say anything. Won't be a thought, blah, blah, blah.
Ghosted. No pun intended. Or pun intended, actually.
So, what did
she said? Yes, she's confirming.
Okay,
what you're saying is accurate.
Kathleen, I promise you it's going to get better. But Kathleen, you got to get a little stronger too. You got to get a little bit more of a backbone, which I think this lesson is going to give you a backbone.
So here's another. Yes,
it's just rolling in.
Here's another question for you.
Yeah.
Amy Surratt wants to know: is it plausible that existing senses may have greater range sensitivity that contribute to abilities?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, you know what? There's no experts on this.
Mm-hmm.
That can, say it's wrong or right. But yeah, because we do use our senses. I use every sense in my body to the point that when I'm picking up somebody that had a heart attack, you damn straight I'm feeling a heart attack. It's not fun. This is why this work, it kind of sucks. People are like, I've been doing this all day long. I said, no, you wouldn't. Because I'm freaking, I did readings all day today. And I was sick.
And does it take a lot out of you?
It takes an enormous amount of energy out of me, because not only am I feeling people's the deaths, going through the deaths with them, and just feeling the pain with the people. Now, mostly what I tell people, like as I'm doing readings, even when I'm doing the galleries, please forgive me for seeming cold, but I have to step out of myself not to feel the pain with you, or else it's going to take me out of the connection. But I have cried with people. A reading that I had done for this woman. Now let me tell you something. These are people that I've done events at, so I don't know who's coming to me. So I had this young girl come to me, clearly Hispanic girl, beautiful Hispanic girl, dark skin, dark hair, beautiful. I'm reading her, and this little boy, 3 years old, little blonde hair, blue-eyed boy is coming in and telling me that's her mommy. And I'm like, well, really? Father has to be blonde hair and blue eyes. And he showed me himself bleeding out, how he passed it.
Oh, good Lord.
I know, it's horrible. And he's telling me Now I had just appeared on the Holzer File, and he goes, "I was on TV too, like you, and I can fly." And he showed me in a Superman outfit, and I'm like, "Oh my god, how adorable!" But so now I'm looking at this woman. I said, "Listen, I have a blonde-haired, blue-eyed little boy here that says you're his mommy." And she starts crying. "That's my son." I said, "I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you what I see." He showed me that he bleeds out. He had this rare disease.
Oh.
That's how he passes. But the police department had a parade for him, which was on TV.
Oh,
They
oh
all
my
dressed up as
gosh.
superheroes,
Wow.
and he was buried in the costume of Superman.
How do you not break down
That I
when they
cried.
do?
That I cried.
Okay.
I bawled like a baby. I'm a mom. How
Yeah.
can you not?
Yeah.
Most of the times I just keep myself out of it. Like I'm out of my body almost, so I don't feel this. But how do
Mhm.
I not? It was so sad. This little boy continued to say, "Where's Gigi?" Gigi was his sister.
Mm.
That was her nickname, Gigi.
Mm.
And now for the kicker, this is horrible. He's like, "Tell my mommy to take the gun away from my daddy."
So you found out. Oh gosh.
The father
Wow.
was a police officer. They did take his gun away from him because they were
Oh.
afraid, but he had another gun.
Mm.
He was going to kill himself. So, yeah, it was hard, but it was nice that he came through and he was asking for assistance. He was good, like, but that was a hard one. And that was
Yeah.
one of my, really big readings that really made such a connection. And, that was hard on me. So it's
Do
hard
you
to swear because it's not great. It's not as glamorous as you think it is. And my friend Michael, that's here, will tell you because I will talk to him after. He knows how exhausted I am.
do you feel like do you get senses where you're in public walking through your grocery store and you're just like, I've got to stop this person because this message is coming straight through and this person is not going to stop bugging me until I tell her, hey, Jane, Jackie, whatever your name is,
Yeah.
this is what's going on.
Well, I don't do that. Like it's not like I know people say on and off switch. I kind of like when I'm done with this, I'm done. I'm just like normal. I'm a normal mom. I'm very boring, very white bread. We are so boring. But when I'm out, no, I don't pick up anything. But yes, I have been around people where I really got like I want to run that I know they're a bad person.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah.
was around this guy one time and I knew he raped somebody.
Uh-huh.
I could not prove it. What am I going to say? Who am I going to?
Right.
The police aren't going to listen to me because I have no evidence unless I had hardcore. I know he did. And I think years later, a murderer. Yes. Wait,
Uh-huh.
when I was a kid, there was a guy that I didn't like. Oh my God. I just remembered this. Holy shit.
You always had a sense about them?
Yes, I did not like him. And whenever he came around, I would leave. I hated him. I wouldn't talk to him. I would stare at him when he was around. I wouldn't take my eyes off of him. And later on, a girl was murdered. And I got to tell you, only probably like 10 years ago in the newspapers. Now, this is when I was a kid. This girl was murdered. 10 years ago, I saw that he was from DNA. They arrested him, put in jail for the murder of that girl. And I said, oh my God, I hated him so much. I hated this guy. I wouldn't go near him. So sometimes I will get a sense of somebody but am I going, when I go out, no, because I'm not really looking for him. I would have to tune into somebody. My husband, again.
So you just have to focus is what
I
you're
have to
saying. Like I
focus.
have to sit there
Yeah.
and just have your attention on the person before you go. Okay.
Yeah. I have to set my intention on that. Oh my God. As a matter of fact, Michael Castro, which is my business partner and co-founder of Ghosted Magazine with me. Poor Michael dealt with me and Patty Negri. Everyone knows who Patty Negri is, right? From
I
Ghost
do not.
Adventures, The Good
Oh,
Witch.
yeah.
So we were with Patty. Michael was doing a photo shoot with her because we're doing something for the magazine with Patty, even though she was in our second issue that sold out twice. We started reading Michael. Now, you know what? I never read Michael. I don't like to read my friends, but Michael knows I had one too many martinis that night. So, and I hate when people say, you're not supposed to drink when you read. I read perfectly if I drink. It's even better.
You're a little Luther.
I'm looser. But we're like me and Patty. Now Patty's really tall, blonde. I'm like tiny, like barely 5 feet. We're like cornering Michael, reading him. I felt so bad for him.
I love it.
It was so much fun, though. It was fun.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You had him cornered.
Look at the size of that glass. April, put that glass back in the picture.
That's because I'm so little.
Oh, okay. It's not the glass. It's you.
It's not the glass.
Yeah, all right.
I'm really tiny. But
Oh,
listen,
my
I got to tell you, when people meet me in person, they're like, oh my God, I don't realize how tiny you are. I said, I know, I got such a big personality. So you think I'm like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
But
Okay. We have
you-
another question for you from Amy. If a
is
human
Amy the
does,
only one asking questions? No.
she always asks tons of questions.
No, that's good.
She prepares.
That's excellent.
So if a human does not have a heart problem, but then feels like they're being stabbed in the side of the heart, like the crucifixion, what does that even mean? How would you
So-
translate that kind of information to you?
essentially, I'm not really having a heart attack or being stabbed, but I have the sensation of being stabbed. And because I'm using senses that are not that a human wouldn't usually use, because I am, how can I say this? Feelings, I see feel. So it's a different sensation that is not normal humans without abilities will not understand it, but that's the feeling I get. But I will tell you, the heart attack, yeah, I do believe as psychics we do put a strain on our hearts because our hearts race while we're reading. My heart rate goes up, and this is a proven fact. If you saw Tyler Henry, he sweats, I sweat too. Our heart rate goes higher. We are dealing with, when I read, I have to read at a different frequency to connect with the other side. They're at a higher frequency really fast. That's why it's like, what's the cheapest like phone to have, like a no-tel line, like a cheap
A flip phone.
no, but I mean like a different
I don't have an answer.
A flip burner that you
Yeah.
hang up with your dealer.
A cricket.
Spirits are using Verizon, and I'm using, like, say, the no-name brand, so it's
Okay.
not a good connection, but I'm trying to catch up to them. So my heart has to go a little faster to get that frequency to me. So they're going to meet me halfway. I'm going to meet them halfway. But that's why the connection's not great. So we sweat, like I'm sweating now doing the readings because my heart rate's going up. That's why if you see poor Tyler Henry, that poor kid like sweats like a pig.
Yeah.
So he's making a really damn good connection.
Is that the kid that does the
Hollywood medium? He's fantastic.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
I don't know how this shit pops up on my like YouTube, the record,
Well,
he has been on there with all these celebrities. I've take a peek at them, and the celebrity was like
whatever you're looking up is going to pop up. So if I'm looking up,
I'm not looking. That's just it.
Well, you know what? Say if you're looking at paranormal stuff, it's in the same realm because it's whatever taglines they're using. Of course,
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you talk out loud, just like literally. I have a job during my day job, so I'm talking to people and I'm just blurting out something, and the next thing I eventually see on social media or something is an ad for what I just fucking said.
I know it happens to me all the time too, and you're like, yeah, I know, I agree with you.
They're all listening.
Yeah. But you know what? It's not.
I think you have to worry when you want to kill somebody specific, and then that comes up. Exactly. I think that's when you need to worry.
If we're not doing anything wrong, right? What do we have to worry about? But still, it's not right intruding in our privacy. I have nothing to hide. We need to hear about me.
Well, that's the other thing too. You put yourself on. I say in general, not you, but in general, you put yourself out there on social media.
Yeah.
You're good. You're kind of asking for it. If
what? Absolutely. You have that thick skin for this.
Exactly.
Let me tell you, I'm Sicilian. I have thick skin. Come at me.
Oh, I know,
Come at me, bro.
bro. I want to hear. Let me hear real quick. April, say these words. Car.
Car. No,
You give me the accent.
car.
Car. Wash.
Coffee. Wash.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Coffee, definitely. Like, I'm dying for coffee. But I especially when I get my Sicilian up, and I'm like,
cheers, Greg. Yeah.
I knew you were Italian, but I was thrown by the last name.
Oh, well, so I'm going to tell you. That's why. Let me tell you. My husband's that's my husband's last name, obviously. They are Italian. But what happened, you'll hear the story. So when Italians came over the boat, they shortened names to sound American. Yep. So if somebody did the work, which I should really do.
Probably Bussetti or something close.
Bussetti.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But they're guineas too.
Yeah. Are we allowed to say that anymore?
I know it's derogative, but I'm Sicilian. I don't care.
I dated one, so I do know.
Arm wrestle April.
There you
arm
go.
wrestle. What is it?
Craig.
It's funny because I always say the word oh my God, she looks like a hoa. A hoa. But we said hoa. It's from hoa. Because I tell my friends the story because my cousin Joanne, who practically raised me as a little kid, told me, April, you can never wear red nail polish. That's why I wear red now. I can't wear red on my nails. If you wear red on your nails or your toes, you're a hoa. Yeah. People think you're a hoa. So.
And now you're an adult and you can do what you want.
Yeah, so I started wearing red shirts. But
there you go.
Red on my nails. I tried it one time. I'm like, I can't. I'm a hoa.
No. It's a preconceived notion.
Yes.
Preconceived notion.
Right. Usually when I wear red, that means I'm going to war with somebody.
There you go. That's why I was never allowed to wear red, is because I'd get really sort of off the wall mad or something crazy.
For the record, who is Brandy? Is Brandy talking to April, Tiffany, or me? Brandy. No, hold on.
Or Kevin.
Or me.
Oh, probably you. Brandy's my friend, and my God, she's flipping gorgeous. She is Ghost Girl who's with Get Haunted.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
War's money. That's right, Craig.
Yeah, you can see the chat too. What is your take? I'm going to segue because one of as long as Tiffany and I have been doing our thing, our go-to, no disrespect, is always the alien angle for the show. What's your take on the whole ET?
Oh, I'm definitely afraid of aliens.
Are you? Do you have any?
Yeah.
Okay. Please
tell us
if you don't mind.
An experience if you've had one. We would love to hear.
Listen, I've seen UFOs. I've seen them. Where I live now is like the hot spot for. Wait, what was it?
I said, who is she talking to about beautiful? And she, April, with 4 exclamation points.
So I've been to locations that were like haunted, and I will tell you, I've always said that I think a small percentage of hauntings are actually alien visitations.
I could buy that.
Absolutely. And I've been to places and I walked on the property and I knew that there was alien presence there before. And I'm like, nope, I'm out of here. Goodbye. Nope, I'm not touching this.
Because it's not worldly?
No, it's not.
Why?
Listen, I can't control. They're better equipped psychically.
Yes.
I can't control what they do. I haven't mastered it yet. I haven't had a conversation with them. They haven't wined and dined me yet to explain to me, but I don't want to know.
They got to buy you a drink first, right?
You got to buy me a drink first.
Yeah.
But I know because I've been places where I know the people that thought they were dealt with a haunting from seeing the shadow figures were actually aliens. Yeah. And I think that they masked their memories, but the human mind is so strong that eventually comes out. That's why some of these people that do have alien visitations go a little wonky there for a while.
Yeah.
Like my wonky friend on
Yeah.
the other side of the camera.
So one of my best friends had alien visitations, and I would never sleep at her house. She said, I said, absolutely not, because they come to your house. I am not going there. I would only go there during the day. I would leave as soon as it starts getting. I'm out of here.
April, do you want to hear a funny story? You're gonna love this.
Was it
The answer
story
is
time?
yes.
Like, yeah.
So I had my previous house. I had this bedroom down in the lower level, and nice guest bedroom, but we called it the dead bed because my brother it was partially his furniture and stuff like that, and my brother had passed away 18
I
years
was just
ago
going to
now.
say, oh my God, I knew he was passed because
Yes,
he's connected to that furniture.
yes, I just now got rid of the last piece, and I'm not going to say where it went, but
Yeah.
I did. It took me 18 years to pass.
A piece of it?
Pardon me?
Is there a piece of it still around?
Yeah, I mean, it's still around, but I personally gave my last piece away just like a week ago.
Is this a bedroom set?
Yes.
Okay. Was there something on the bedroom set? Like, like on the knob or the post?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Yeah. Gosh, honestly, I don't know where.
Was it like a bandana or something that tied around it? Or a bracelet of some sort?
Don't know about that. A what?
Because he showed me like something that was like on the bedpost.
It could have been.
And also a sticker.
Well, I don't know about that.
Not furniture sticker, like a sticker put on it or something.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think so.
There's something on it. There's something
maybe.
Like or something.
Well, there may be now. There could be now. But anyway, so I had this group of girls that came over, and they were part of my CE5 group back in the day.
Oh, the CE5. Okay.
Yes.
I know. Yes.
So we had
Dr. Stephen Greer.
Yes. So we had two girls who stayed in that bedroom, and one of them immediately after our meditation got really sick. Like, she was perfectly fine, and then in the middle of the night she started getting sick, and she said she was so violently ill that she had to leave, and as soon as she left my house she was fine.
Yeah.
But she left in the middle of the night. So what happened was the other girl that was staying in the bed while the girl went to the bathroom, she said that she thought she came in and sat down on the bed. And then when she actually did physically come into the bedroom after being in the restroom, she lay down on the bed and she's like, holy shit, who the fuck was that? If she just crawled into bed next to me, who was that before? And
who's the other A name? The other A name.
Pardon me?
Who's the other A name? Like an Alan or Alex?
I don't know about that. But so she actually said that there was a boy that showed up and was standing at the end of the bed another time that she came over. So she experienced him twice.
But that's not your brother.
It was my brother, because she actually physically saw him. And so upstairs in my house, the same house, previous house to that, my daughter kept seeing a little boy, and she kept saying, I'm playing with the little boy upstairs. And for a long time I couldn't
at
figure
a
it
young
out.
age too, right?
He was my daughter was maybe 2 when she was playing with the little boy upstairs.
Okay.
And
is there another boy connected to the house too? So I feel like there's 2. Oh my God, Siri's gonna go up. Stop it.
No, not that I'm aware of. But
I'm telling you, there's another boy connected, little boy connected.
Well,
not that it's your brother, which is
actually his best friend passed away 6 months after he did.
Okay.
And he was at the house when my brother passed.
Okay. I knew there's another little boy.
And I
Yeah.
can't think of his name right now. His name
Not
is
that it's not
Andy.
your brother, because
His name is Andy.
What?
There's the A.
Come
Okay.
on.
Okay. All right. So,
April, for
you
the
are
record.
spot
For the
on.
record. For the
And
record.
my mom just sent me the name just now. She texted me. She
All
said,
right,
that-
I'm not arguing with
the
you.
skeptic of this.
Oh, okay, good.
Just say
It is absolutely your brother, but he has his friend with him.
yes, he does. You're
That's what I'm
absolutely
saying.
right.
There's two boys
Yes.
there.
Yes. And
Right.
they've been friends since they were like 4 years old.
Okay. All right.
They
So
were like inseparable.
let me tell you something. They're both crossed over. I'm sorry, Amazon's like texting me. Do you want this?
you got specials. it's the yeah.
You were
It's that time
looking
of
at
year.
this today. Do you want this?
I'm buying shit all the time that I don't need. And
These
now
mother
today and
efforts
tomorrow. I'm gonna do
constantly
it.
parts of speech invoking you do. What does that mean? I love
My mom
Amy.
just said that's
Amy
crazy.
is
Amy's
you know
good.
who you
I like Amy.
She
Yes.
called you Amy.
She's very interesting. She has good questions. They're thought provoking. They're
Yes.
very, very good.
Oh, look at this. She
Yeah.
says A is a glyph of ancient origins and multiple uses in meetings. I agree.
Leave it.
That's cool.
What the hell are you doing? Reading encyclopedias?
You know, this is now that we have April here. Tiffany, we do our show, so we're celebrities, so we should be able to have a. I'm kidding.
We can try to solicit some others.
So kidding.
Wait,
But
look at Greg. Wait, Amy is your mother. I love this guy, Greg.
Yeah. Amy is not my mother, Greg.
all right, this is where I
Greg,
get to.
FYI is adorable. No, he's adorable.
I've got to get
A commercial break.
April's professional opinion here.
Okay.
Tiffany,
let's
I've shared this story. I am, like I said, I'm the show skeptic. You got to convince me. I do have an open mind, so I don't shut shit down right away.
Oh, I'm a skeptic too.
Yeah.
Tiff, I'm sure you are too, right?
Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You have to have a grain of salt with every scenario, no matter what. But yeah.
There is. I've shared this story in the past, Tiffany, and you know at night, on occasions, I will be in bed,
And an
And
alien comes in.
something close. I feel something on my bed, and it feels like I've always thought it felt like either it was a small child or a small animal. Last night, I wake up to movement on my bed, and I'm in.
And Kevin lives alone.
I live alone, and I have insomnia, bad insomnia. So I'm ambient up, and so I wake up, and at the last night, I literally was like, "Can you fucking stop moving? I'm trying to sleep," and it stopped. It literally stopped. And in no time, people will be like, "Oh, you're dreaming." No, this is this has happened.
Yes,
often
multiple
enough
times.
where
Yeah.
there is now. Last night really convinced me that there is something here, and I don't know.
Do you feel like it's an animal?
I actually see. I had a
Reese.
little Yorkie,
Okay.
and when it first happened, this was years ago. I thought it was my Yorkie,
But it wasn't.
it wasn't, because when I was like, Reese, sit your ass down, in the middle of the night. And I remember years ago, I looked, he's not on the bed. So I get up, he's snoring on the couch. So
So he wasn't in the bed.
It wasn't him. And, and I've always just kind of downplayed it. But last night was more, this one I literally felt something.
But it
But
feels small. It feels small, right?
But see, and Reese, my dog, someone
Kevin, stop
this,
though, because you moved apartments recently over the
Well, it's
past
been-
few
it's
years,
several
and that
years, yeah.
started way before.
It's a way.
it
And I've
was
always
way
thought,
so it's moved homes with him.
yeah, I thought maybe something was attached to the bed, because when I first, I'm kind of full disclosure. After I divorced, I went 100% the apartment route, and I'm just low maintenance. It's all that less stress. But anyways, my mother, I needed a
It
bed.
feels like a cat to me.
I needed a bed. Well, here, I don't know. You may be right. I wanted a bed, and my mom knew a friend who had a brand new king size bed that never was slept in.
Yeah.
But supposedly they had an animal in the house, a long animal that died. And someone was like, "Oh, the spirit of that animal's attached to the bed." Okay, whatever.
Potentially.
But after last night, it was like, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna bring this up tonight. So, ghost raccoon.
Okay. It is, but was it a cat? It feels like an orange
I don't
cat
know.
to me.
I'm open. I mean, if
Yeah.
it's a cat, then it's a cat. But I'm 100% convinced.
I mean, if it was in, a previous, I mean, how many people have lived in that same apartment that
But,
have had cats,
usually-
or
Yeah.
small dogs?
No,
I gotta tell
it's
you,
different.
animals
It has
usually
traveled with me in various places. So
Animals usually like to stay with their owners.
Mm.
They usually don't pick random people unless it's a past life, But I get people always say, "Did you past lives?" I love Dr. Brian Moody. I love anything with past lives, but I always say, how can you find out if this is true or not? How can you validate this?
A few things has. You mean the handcuffs on the? I like the way you think, bro.
For those listening, Greg has responded that he has a few things attached to his bed. We may not want to know.
That's the stay tuned for later in the night. We're going to have April on after midnight for adult.
Yes.
Oh, here, speaking of adult comments, that off the shoulder shirt is driving me crazy. There you go. That's the first for us. You have definitely done it.
Yeah.
Good job. That's a new one on the show.
Kevin's interdimensional alien creature.
I don't know.
Did you ever have a cat before?
I'm not a cat person at all.
Really?
See, maybe
Speaking of the
that's a cat effing with me because they know I'm not a cat person.
keep seeing I see an orange cat. That's so weird.
Now, I'll take that information and talk to my mom and see if they can find out if the previous owner of, where the magic happens, still happens to this day.
Great. Good for you.
Yeah.
I still want your brother. Tell him to finish up his steak. No.
If I don't, I'm going to find out and I'll reach out.
Gotta find out. Yeah.
I have to, and I can say this, and this I'm being a little serious here. My brother, we're coming up on a 2-year anniversary where we lost my nephew, his son, and his son was truck. So when you said that, I immediately thought of my nephew, and it was we were not prepared for what happened.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so.
All right. Yeah, don't bother him. Please don't bother him. Oh, Jesus Christ. But he's wishing him a happy birthday. Let me tell you something. This child needed to get through because he interrupted you while you were speaking to me to tell me this. So he's fine. He just wants to know he's fine. So, okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I feel just so awful. Oh.
No, it's good. It's good. April,
your brother can call me anytime. All right. And
I'll share that. I appreciate that.
Especially when it comes to children, like that. You're killing me.
This is what sucks getting old. My emotions are, But
What? Oh, are you a
Yeah.
woman? Because we're hormonal. Let me tell you something.
I've got I've been told I've got the softest hands that
No.
I've done. I'm a
No.
He does
It's-
too. It's
All right,
sort
no,
of odd.
No,
I'm in
it's good
touch
that
with.
no, you should be in touch. Hey, I'm in touch with my masculine side. Like, like I was kidding around my my best friend Sam and tell him I'm really a gay man inside. I think
Nice.
The fuck is this?
bunking with Garfield.
Nice. That's what we're gonna call it
that's a
from
good
now
one.
on.
You said orange. Oh, great, Garfield. Garfield's gonna be humping on me in the middle of the night. All right.
I could get you one. My daughter is in love with Garfield. I've
Oh my
probably got
God.
5 of them in the
What are they?
bedroom.
Calicos? Those are calico
Yeah,
cats, right?
no, they're just orange tabby.
Tabby is out there. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
tabby.
All right. Gio's got a question for you, April. Do you think we can learn more from birth than death? At least we
Ooh.
already experienced birth.
I think we learn from both. Because essentially it's the same thing. It's
True.
we're going the same route. We're taking that same portal. And don't say it, Greg, because I know you're thinking.
Yeah, because you're a medium. You know what he's thinking. There you go.
No, because I have a filthy mind too, and I'm going there too.
Hey, I don't know why you got to call her a medium. She's not very small.
Okay.
Look at compared to the glass.
Yeah, she's large and in
Oh,
charge.
she notices
Yeah.
that I touch my head a lot
Yeah.
because my head tingles, so it
There
feels
you go.
itchy.
All right,
There you go.
April, my 3 greatest questions in life, and it's actually a lot of people would probably echo this. I want you to give me a short answer for all of them. My 3 greatest questions.
All right, I just have to scribble while you're talking.
You're fine. Are we alone in the universe? That laugh.
Nice. No, I didn't even see that. I'm
Hey.
trying not to look.
Tiffany.
Will I
Tiffany,
have my glasses on or off?
Tiffany, can we keep her? Can we keep
Yes.
her? Can we keep her?
Absolutely. Kevin, your Christmas wish is granted.
Yeah, thank you. Three questions, short answers for these. Are we alone in the universe? Based on your vision, your
No.
what you see and feel.
No, we're not.
I agree that.
Yeah.
Is there a God?
Yes. And he's going to come in different forms, however we perceive him.
And then the last one is what happens when we die.
Oh my God. So when we die, wait, I'm sorry, I'm scribbling because it's almost like I'm bringing somebody in.
Is it a father figure? Sorry.
No, don't. I'm kidding with you. Wait a minute. Is there a GA or somebody associated with Georgia?
Where are we going? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I was just.
She's getting something.
I was
Okay,
picking up
go on.
something, and it is a male. Something.
What happened? So wait a minute. Are you answering my question or are you answering
No,
something?
all right, wait. No, I don't know what I was. I don't know where I was going. So
for selfish reasons, I was asking questions, and you're not.
What's the last question you were asking?
No, I said what.
What happens when we die?
Yeah, what happens?
So when we die, we so I'm going to tell you guys, honest to God, there's not a hell per se like we think it is. And I don't think that religion should teach you this. It's to scare people. There is different levels to heaven. Yeah, the lower vibrational, some people do get stuck here on earth on this vibration, this level here. It's not fun. You feel awful. It's an awful feeling. It's almost like hopelessness. Imagine feeling like hopelessness.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that before, like channeling the people that are stuck here. But this different level. We go to this level when we first cross over, like, hey, all right, come on, everyone. Come on, dead people, gather around. We're all going to do a life review. And we do a life review, whether good or bad. We're going to see the good things we've done and how it helps them. And also the bad things. So when you were mean to that girl at school, that caused her trauma that she grew up as an adult, carrying that trauma that people were mean to her, what you said to her, saying about her dirty clothes or something like that, making fun of somebody. That really affects him. And then it affects how she treats others and her children. Now she's going to be obsessive about her kids always having clean clothes.
It's a snowball effect.
Yeah. So that's why we have to learn good and bad. Now, sometimes, and I've dealt with spirits like this, they refuse to do the life review because they're afraid they're not going to be let into heaven.
So they don't do it and just stay?
Yeah, they just stay. And they say,
is it an intentional decision?
Yeah.
Do you think?
We have free will.
Gotcha.
And listen, guys, too, don't think you're going to get trapped because we don't, because our loved ones constantly follow us and they'll say, say Sally passes over and Sally was an asshole. Just like, Sally, you can come with us. Just come with us. The family follow. That light will follow you. That's why you don't want to get the soul collector. But the soul collector tells you, don't go into the light. It's bad, So
I watched Poltergeist.
I did too. What the hell?
Yeah, but that's true. That is true. So now, all right. So you do go through the life review, and you let into heaven, and it's wonderful. It's whatever heaven is to you, whatever you want, and we can go wherever we want. We can visit each other. We can come back here. We can do whatever we want. But it's beautiful. Just like people say, there's no death. There's no anger. It's just like it's complete peace. I was doing a reading for this girl one time, and I'm laughing. Her dad's coming through. I said, I'm laughing. I said, I gotta tell you something. I said, you know what? Your dad lives in heaven. He's living on a golf course. He is so happy. She goes, April, he lives on a golf course here when he was alive. And I said, he's still living in one. That's what he loved.
That's cool. That's cool.
It was cool, but that
is awesome.
Now I have to say too, when it comes to God, I am an atheist.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and I'm not in no way shoving that down anybody's throat.
No, absolutely.
But
he's also on the hunt, though, with this show.
This show has been like a journey for us, and
absolutely
every guest we've had on, I've taken it to heart. And there's been a few shows we've done that's changed my mind on some.
Because you have gone through 2 traumatic periods in your life.
Probably more than 2, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's specifically 2 deep ones. Also, do you have problems with your kidney or your liver area? Who has the kidney problems?
My daughter does.
With him.
Oh, dang it!
No, but I'll come to you,
Kevin.
Oh my God,
Are you having issues, Kevin? You're going to have to talk to me after the show.
Yeah, we can't talk about that now, but
okay.
You've hit the nail on the head.
Okay. Your daughter is having kidney issues?
I shouldn't. I'm going to stop going to my doctor. I'm going to go start seeing you.
Doctor. Yeah, you have to. Okay. Does your daughter have kidney issues?
No,
mine does.
Or I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know
she's
that.
having kidney issues?
Yeah.
All right.
She was born with solitary kidney.
So she has the one?
She has one, yes.
All right, is she having inflammation with one of the tubes? She has to watch out for infection?
She always does have to watch.
Yeah, because I think that's what happens a lot. She gets inflammation where it just gets irritated, but she's fine. It just gets irritated.
Yeah.
Just gets irritated. So she can't overindulge in certain things,
Yeah.
But she can live a normal life, know. And I'm connected to kidney. I had a bad kidney too. I grew up with a bad kidney. I almost lost my kidney, but I kept going to doctors because let me tell you something. For 32 years, I've had issues with my kidneys where I've gotten so sick that I was hospitalized every time. Where I went to delirium from the infections,
Wow. Okay.
And that's
and you have to just watch. You have to be a little bit more cognizant when. Yeah, but that's what we do is moms and women and parents, and this is our duty.
Yeah, so she'll probably feel pain in whatever side what is it, the right side that's
I think so. That's gone or present, I believe, right?
Yeah.
G-Host. That's a great name.
Yeah.
Were you Sweaty Mac? Oh, that's right. That's your other account, Sweaty Mac. So
That's who I am tonight, Sweaty Mac.
so listen, your daughter's gonna be fine. Like it just sometimes gets inflamed.
Yeah.
You know, it's like inflammation, but I don't see anything bad with it. It's clear. The ureter is clear. It just sometimes gets irritated, inflamed. I guess I want to say she has to. Even she does have to watch her fluid intake.
Yes, absolutely.
Especially water.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Absolutely.
And she's got to watch spicy foods.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
but
Stop being on point, April.
just shut up, Gavin.
Yeah,
Like old bunnies.
absolutely.
Yeah, but
Yep.
she's going to be fine. Like she'll be able to, even they're going to say, like I'm sure they said she can't have kids or not.
Yeah.
You know, I don't believe that.
I don't believe a lot of what the doctors say either.
Yeah.
Mm.
Listen,
I think you have to be a little bit more intuitive and aware of
yeah,
the individual. And
yeah,
I don't think that doctors really take that time to get to know the individual anymore.
yeah. I think it's worse when you have a bad kidney. She
Yeah.
has a good kidney.
Yeah.
I had a bad kidney because I know they were telling me, having, what kids and da da da. My daughter came out fine. I didn't even have an issue with the kidneys.
Hmm.
It was my blood pressure that went up. Well, because I'm
Mm.
Italian. But
Let's
any vibes?
real
So
quick.
wait, Dawn. See, I said it, Dawn.
Dawn. Yeah,
Dawn.
that's
Hey, Dawn. Dawn. Oh my God, I like
They did a
Dawn.
song, Delta.
Delta Dawn.
Dawn,
What's that
that
power
flower
you have?
Oh, look at that.
Can
Yeah.
it be a
Be a faded rose from days gone by.
Oh, good Lord. I love
There
this.
you go. And did I hear you say you were leaving here
Okay,
today? Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da.
That's some love there,
Orange in the
Dawn.
sky.
I think, oh, look.
Wait, but guess who sings Delta Dawn?
Oh gosh,
It's
is it? It's not Dolly, is it? Who is
No,
it?
isn't it Vicky something? And she's actually a comedian that you would never think that was a singer.
No, I don't know. I don't have no clue. I would have to look
Dawn, you say dancing, unless there's video, it never happened. So. Tanya Tucker, there you go.
Oh,
Tanya Tucker, there you go.
All right, there we go.
There you go. I mean,
I
we're
like-
just
but I love
all over the
banjo.
place.
All right, so wait, where was I going with Dawn? Dawn's energy is really good. She's very,
Let's give her some vibes.
very, very good person.
She is.
Everyone likes her.
Yes.
She's the friend to everyone.
Yes.
The only downfall is that not everyone's always there for you. I know you take care of the whole family. You
Yep.
especially connect best with the elderly.
Dawn, Tuesday nights. Come out and hang with us on Tuesday nights.
Yes, you can hang out with the
we'll
youngins.
give you the love here.
She's an absolute doll. And I know there's especially two females that rely on her so much.
Yep.
Oh my God. But she would never say no.
Me next. Amanda.
I have a lot of information on some of these people, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that you could you probably can sense, and there's some powerful women in this chat room tonight.
They're great women.
No.
They're just good women.
I don't have the abilities, but I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
All
know
right.
what it is, but yeah, then
You mean
wait a minute.
Greg needs some action apparently.
Greg, I'll do you, Greg.
Greg and Kevin sitting in a tree.
Like right now because he totally threw me off with the shirt thing.
Women need to run. You know what? I'd hand him the wheel too. Greg.
So is Amanda your friend?
Amanda is my cousin, and yes.
Amanda's another good one, but Amanda has bad judgment of men.
Sorry.
Is she spot on?
Damn.
Is she
Damn.
spot
So
on?
sorry.
You know, we all go through stages. How's
We
that?
all do, but she just takes a long time to grow out of it.
I'm going to say this real quick. Tiffany, I have been pondering this. Us doing a one-off every now and then.
Yes.
Like in the good old days where we would go live about 10 p.m. Eastern.
Stay up all night.
Stay up a few hours. We got April. She's got to come on a
I
late
love
night
it.
show.
I love
and just shoot the shit about whatever. So,
shoot the shit.
Yes.
Why does that
Love
have to be after 10?
What's that?
You're on your East Coast too. That's
what time is it by you?
No, it's
we're
10.
East Coast,
We're East Coast.
but
we're Eastern time. But yeah,
Eastern time.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Nothing.
No,
Not for you.
Wait, 9:48. Oh wait, because it's
No, it's nothing. Yeah, nothing. No reason for you because you're on the East Coast.
Talk dirtier.
Adult time.
It's the 17 plus version.
Is that the rules for YouTube? Oh, all right.
No, that's just our rule. It's like pillow talk after 10 o'clock kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I love you too. I know. Lessons learned. Oh my
Okay,
God.
look at this. True. Was worth all the lessons.
Yeah, please.
But see, that's cool. Yeah. The fact that good or bad, whatever the lesson was, it was worth it. And that's
Greg.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell Greg is well liked. Greg is very smart. Greg, are you a good gambler? Like go with cards or dice or something like that? Do you know him that way?
I know him through the show, just being online. So fess up, Greg. What's going on with you?
He's very smart that way. He's smarter than the average person especially with that. He would have luck with numbers.
He says he loves the ponies. So I guess he's a racetrack kind of guy.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like something gambling around him.
There you go.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. He's good with it. He's good. This is your psychic ability, Greg. He's in tune with it, like almost guessing. He knows. He uses ingenuity with he's very advanced, smart.
Now I'm gonna throw up.
Listen, you don't have to go to college to be a certain intelligence, okay?
True.
And that's what it.
Some of us need it so that we can grow up a little bit more.
Right.
Exactly. Or just
truly
socialize. People needed to socialize.
That's what I needed to do. I needed to grow up and learn how to be an adult.
Well, I'm in my mid 50s. Just the other day.
I need to go back to school then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
My mid 50s. I'm in my mid 50s, and to this day, my kids will say at least once a month, "Dad, will you grow up?" I'm not going to grow up. It's just too hard.
No, it's too much fun.
Too much fun.
Hard.
We are where we at? Oh, it's not fit.
Listen, Greg. I don't know if you're in a relationship now, but I feel like everyone is your favorite girl for the night type thing. But if you know why? Because if he falls hard, he falls hard, and that makes me nervous. Because if he falls too hard, he's in deep and emotionally and committed. And if it doesn't work out as planned, he's the type that's going to go in the wrong direction of complete depression.
That's why I'm single.
Yeah. But that's how he is. But he's very charming. I almost want to say, I just like this. Me too. No.
That's the truth, though.
But
what's wrong with the experience?
Are you born in September, Greg?
Greg, you are hijacking our show now. Come on, man.
It's all right.
I'm kidding. Well, it is. What time is it? It's Jesus.
Yeah, I have to go.
Yeah.
April, humorous, real quick.
Wait a minute. He's a Libra.
Okay. All right. Greg,
they are so effing
passionate.
All right. Calm down, Greg. Winding down, April. This is a little rapid fire segment. Play along. First concert you attended.
This?
First concert you attended. Yeah, we got to do it. First concert.
I want to say Kiss, but I don't think it was Kiss.
That would have been
or
awesome.
Ozzy.
Oh, yes.
Look at you. Man.
Either one. Damn.
I love Kiss. Kiss Army. Love Kiss. Love
Yes.
Ozzy.
Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to talk to animals?
Oh, probably. I'm sorry, I'm a horrible person, but I wanted to speak every language because then I could speak to everybody, even the animals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, you played. All right, you went
Yeah,
there.
that's a good one.
Invisibility or super strength? Was that your Gene Simmons
Yes,
tongue?
she did.
Did you just? So they're
That's a good one.
It is good. Tiffany, let's see your Gene Simmons tongue.
No, that's okay.
Sticks.
I think that my daughter is a
Sticks.
reptilian because she's got the most pointed long tongue I've ever seen in my entire life, and we
Oh my
giggle
God.
about it all the
Oh,
time.
that's so funny.
And she
Do you-
points it just like a point. I
Do you
don't know
remember?
how you all do that. So
You know our friend Russ.
Mhm.
He has a pointy tongue.
Did he split his though?
No, but you know what he
That's
never
amazing.
mind.
Oh, no,
I don't want to
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, you.
It's not after
you,
10 yet.
Yeah, we're
it's
done.
not. It's not night. Yeah, it's not late. Name all right. If you could travel back in time, what period would you go to?
Oh my God, I love the 1800s.
Do you?
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I hate the clothes. Like, I don't think that would drive me insane because I'd rather be half naked than wear all those clothes.
Which
Yeah,
half?
the layers and all that.
Which half?
All of it, man.
Yeah.
If I could walk around in a t-shirt, like guinea tea and underwear, I'd be happy.
That's hot. Name a April pet peeve.
Oh, I know I have a million.
Just
I hate
one.
wusses. I hate wussing people.
That's yeah.
Like, say what you got to say.
I like it.
Yeah, I just like very honest people that speak their mind. Not to be mean to people, but to be like, I hate when people beat around the bush. Because if it takes a long time, I'm like, can you just tell me what you want?
More to
All
that.
right, G host, I'm gonna let you get the question. All right, I said first concert. What was your last concert? That's a good one. Last concert.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Oh, what was your last concert, Tiffany?
Tim Rouge last.
I don't do concerts.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
Do you know, I was supposed to go to the last concert for Ozzy with Randy Rhoads, and that was the day he died.
Oh, for
That's
real?
awful.
I had tickets for that.
No
Mm.
shit.
Yeah.
No shit. Oh well. Last Halloween costume. What?
Oh gosh, I missed it.
What?
Because he said,
Greg.
I know who it was.
Oh, bliss.
But now I know who it was.
What?
No. I just hate people that don't speak their minds. I think
That's
that's
fair.
what,
All right, April, last Halloween costume you wore as it's coming up.
Batgirl.
Batgirl.
Cute.
It was a sexy costume.
I'm sure. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Cake or pie?
Oh, pie.
Ask permission or beg forgiveness?
Forgive. I'll never forgive. I don't beg. No.
Tiffany, what's your question? You always ask? You like to ask?
Do snitches get stitches?
Damn straight.
I think that's the Italian in her.
I will freaking cut you.
I will cut you.
I hate disloyalty.
Amen.
Oh.
Love it.
What is your favorite movie?
Oh gosh, I have so many. I love Vanilla Sky, Signs.
Signs
like
is a good
Signs.
one.
Sixth
Signs
Sense.
is just.
Oh my God!
it's
Wait.
20-some years old.
Highlander.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Highlander was good.
Oh, but Vanilla Sky is just like crazy. I love that.
Tom
movie.
Cruise, right?
Yeah,
No?
Tom Cruise.
I might have to revisit that movie.
Tom Cruise
I
and
don't like him, but I love his movies.
shit, what's her name? Was it the blonde? Was it? Shit.
Oh, Diaz.
Diaz.
Cameron
Cameron
yeah,
Diaz.
That's it. Yeah.
I might have to
Penelope
revisit that.
Cruz or Penelope.
Mhm, Penelope
Yeah.
Cruz. Yeah.
Because he dated both of them, so why not? No.
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask this question. I'm just going to tell you. Toilet paper better be over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not
Real.
under. Over.
Not under.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
I have
too much.
cats.
Oh, gee, the vanilla goes. You don't get it. Where's your imagination?
Wait, wrong one.
Everything. Oh, that's a good movie. Oh.
Worst movie ever?
Oh my
Now
God.
I gotta call.
Didn't get it.
Whatever they say, worst movie
You
ever.
know what's a really good movie everyone should watch is with Robin Williams. What Dreams May Come.
No, that's a beautiful movie.
Yeah, really good
I
movie.
miss that. That's
It's a visual escape. It really is amazing.
It's a visual escape, and it's really close to what happens.
Oh,
You know,
Robin Williams, one of the greats in our
for
lifetime.
real.
One of the fucking. All right, last one for you, dear. What's your happy place?
The beach.
blessings
Jersey
tonight
Beach
down there.
or Southern.
Well, any beach. I just like being by the ocean. It just
Does the water recharge you psychically?
Really does. Yes, it does. It just feels so good. I lose myself. I don't think about anything. And
Is
also,
it the sound of the waves or the appearance?
smell,
What is it? The smell?
the smell, the sound, the
Yeah.
sun. The sun cleanses us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the moon hides our secrets, and the sun exposes it and washes it away. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it's like our sin.
Line.
Like,
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So that's I feel like I'm cleansing myself. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
I get that. I
It's
like
like
that a
getting
lot.
sand in my butt.
A little sand in the crack never hurt anybody.
For real.
In the crack. April,
Except for maybe this generation
yeah.
who doesn't want to go outside anyway. I
Oh,
don't
not
know.
only me, I know. Oh my God.
Yeah.
We've kept you on for 2 hours. And
Oh my God. But this, I had, listen, I love you guys. We
so
had
much
so
fun.
much fun.
I
You guys
warned
should
you.
be back.
I said this show is not going to be like the fucking cookie cutters out there.
Yes, but you know what? You also said let's stick to 90, and it's like it never.
And then
When
here
we
we
say
are. We
that,
never-
it
I
never
know.
does it.
I can't-
So that's you're like jinxing it.
You know,
every time you say that.
Having so much fun. I didn't drink all my wine.
Oh,
God,
look
G
at
host
you.
knows this.
cheers! Finish that.
Uh, April, share with what it's in the description. People can look at the show description and find all her links.
Guys,
But real quick, where would you prefer people to connect with you?
To intuitiveapril.com. You could read all about me, my upcoming appearances and everything. And I'm also the creator and founder of Ghosted Magazine. And this is our anniversary edition.
Very
And that's
attractive
me
cover.
and my business partner on there because it's our year anniversary.
I love it.
So,
Congratulations.
Thank you. This is our fifth magazine. So we're celebrating a year this month. And all our issues have sold out, but our second issue sold out like in hours that we had. So it's really great. We go for the underdogs. We go for the people, the lesser well-known teams. It's not all about celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're always looking for different teams. I want obscure locations. Shirley, I love Shirley. Shirley is in the magazine, mentioned in the magazine, but we did a story on Sophia.
Very cool.
Real quick, Shirley, just a shout out to Sophia. We had her on, and it was out. She's very young, but oh
my God, she's 12.
Yeah, the connection.
Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, right. She was on as a kid. Now, the one thing I knew her back in the day because she's on a platform called Live Paranormal.
Yes,
right?
I used to be on there too.
I did too for a solid year. Rob and Nikki, did that. So great, Shirley, great kid. So
Shirley's the best.
Yeah,
the whole family. I love the family. The family.
All right.
It's the mafioso talk. You either keep it in or you kick it out. Get rid of it.
I just watched The Godfather yesterday. This is how we're raised as children.
One of my favorite movies ever.
Listen, as a child, they put you in the crib in front of the TV and you have to watch The Godfather.
I love it.
The rules of
and then Casino.
Oh my God.
We're talking. That's all. Both of those are. No, it's Godfather.
Oh, can I plug something else, guys?
Yes, absolutely.
So Also, Ghosted Magazine, along with Get Haunted, we are having on October 26th on the Haunted Battleship, New Jersey, in Camden, New Jersey, on the waterfront, right across from Philadelphia. We are having the Supernatural Soiree. It is the party of the century. We have celebrities going, but it's Patty Negri is doing a midnight seance. We have Shane Pittman. Who else do we have there? Me. No, we have a bunch of celebrities. Why Sean Austin? Who else we have there? Sarah Lemos. Bunch of people from Beacon, and it's a party. The bar. We're gonna have some vendors there, but it's a red carpet event. So as you're going up the pier, it's a red carpet event. You're gonna have the step and repeats, but we have a freak show going on. The fire dancers, the fire throwers, and then
like a Cirque du Soleil on the side.
Coming up. Plus,
Very
cool. Step and repeat. There's going to be we have the 360 camera. We have, and this is for real. We didn't know this. His real name, our DJ Ghost.
Did he change it just for the event? Come on.
That's been his.
That's
badass. That's
awesome.
Badass.
Yeah, that is.
But
badass.
we're gonna have. We're also doing first time ever. We're gonna have a portal to Wilson Castle because they have something going on too. So we're gonna be live with Wilson Castle. We're gonna stream that there. Ooh. We're live streaming with Beacon TV. It's just going to be amazing, and there's going to be actors and actresses there dressed as scary people from different movies.
Ooh,
we don't know where they're going to be. Yeah.
So it's going to be a surprise for you too.
Oh no, I know it's.
Oh, you know who it is. Okay. But like, okay, trying to figure it out.
You want to come? We're all going to be there. It's just a giant party, so there's no waiting online to get autographs. The celebrities are partying with you.
Good. That sounds like
I'll put this out there. I'll put this out here.
So many portals. Yes. Right.
If any of your connections, people that are near and dear to you, that you think would be good to come on here, send them our way.
Oh.
We're all about the vibe. You know, we in the spirit of paranormal.
Yeah.
But,
I got my friend Brittany Barbieri, who's
I know Brittany.
It's a good friend. Have you had her on?
No, she's. So we'll talk.
Very good friend of mine. Okay. So Britt, her show is airing tomorrow on Discovery. The monster.
That's it.
Files.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a lot of. I'll hook you up.
Oh, we appreciate that.
All
right, 2 hours. Good God. I whined to Tiffany earlier. I'm like, can we keep us to 90? I'm so tired.
I know, that's what I said. I said to my husband because I really didn't feel good. I'm like, I mean, you could hear my nose is like nasally.
It's still fun though. It's sort of an escape every Tuesday night.
It is,
and you never know what's going to happen.
Readings on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I actually really enjoy doing readings. I love it. I love like these spitfire, just questions at me,
Well, and not this is not a suck up to the guests, Tiffany, April. But tonight your vibe, everything about you connected with us. Because I told Tiffany, I'm like, before the show, I'm like, this is going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
And the knock, not a knock. Our show it's just different because our vibe, we've had some people on who just didn't connect
get
with
it
us because we're just a little more
they didn't get
loose.
the memo beforehand and they were just like,
it's a loop.
I'm not and I absolutely knew tonight was going to just be
panties fun. A little.
Exactly. Yes.
All right, we got to get everybody out of here.
Yeah.
April, thanks for hanging with us.
Anytime, Dawn. Greg, I'll be seeing you. Supernaturalstory.com.
April, have a good night. I'll be in touch. We'll be in touch.
All right. Yeah, be in touch. Yeah. Absolutely, guys. Reach out to me.
Thank you so much for everything that you've done tonight. It was so much fun. Thank you.
It's good. Oh,
bye, guys.
Thank you, babe. Oh, jeez. That was a good one. I
That
did. I
was.
was like, oh, I don't want to go past 90 minutes. I'm tired. And look at
You
who
jinxed it.
shows up. The
Aw,
queen.
queen.
My queen.
Queenie.
You are
Yeah.
my queen. I still got to reach out
She's
to my
stuck with
queen.
us too. Usually,
I
sometimes
know.
she doesn't
I got to
laugh.
reach out. That a past show I did, Queen Colleen. You said you shared a
Message.
card. I mean, I
Mm.
love that woman. Well,
Yeah.
love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look
Well,
at
you
this.
see where I get it from.
I know. Oh, tonight was fun. Tonight was
Yeah.
absolutely fun. Next week, Tiffany.
Next week we have Lon Strickler, I believe.
Yeah, that you know what the topic primarily is
Phantoms,
that's Mothman.
Monsters, and Mothman. Yeah. Now that's going to be an interesting topic. He is, last year, was it last year that I went to the Mothman Festival? I can't remember if it was last year or the previous year. It was last year or the previous year, but the festival was pretty cool, I guess. It was so super hot. And we were in like this little unrenovated room, just packed in like sardines to listen to, I think it was Nick Redfern, who, he's one of our buddies. Love Nick. And then, God, I can't remember how many people there were. And I honestly, they all sort of blend together after a while, all the conferences, but I have a feeling it was like Lyle Blackburn and Adam Davies, I think. So it was a good group. So if we, I don't know, we get a wild hair, we can talk about the actual festival, but it was super, super hot that day. Kevin, who are you texting?
Somebody. Yeah, the answer is yes, you can come over later. Sorry. All right. Tiffany, as usual, Tuesday nights, and I say this with due respect because I love my man Brent. He gives me Tiffany every Tuesday night, and I got to take advantage of it. And it's this is our kind of escape from, our real world or whatever.
Harsh realities of what's going on around us.
But tonight was just so much fun. I mean, this is if the show prototype is, we explain what our show's about. This is one of the shows that I would say, watch this. This is the vibe of our show. Yeah, it is different. We don't, and I'm gonna say this because someone messaged me the other day about, do we see other shows as competition, or are we
competition?
Trying to? Not at all. There's so much.
I don't think I ever have.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't care if anybody's live streaming at the same time on a Tuesday night. People can watch our show, their show, whatever, whenever they want. But I can 100% say, and people in the chat who have been with us since 8:00 tonight, this show is way different than.
I've heard a few things, like maybe you need a little bit more structure.
No, and I've heard that too, because you are the structure to our show because you come with the questions.
Sometimes I get to ask them.
And sometimes, but yeah, it's a conversation. Why the fuck can't we not have a conversation? And here's the thing. On tonight, there's probably just say 10 paranormal shows tonight.
Live.
Maybe live. And watch ours, watch them. No disrespect to the others, but their shit is so cookie cutter. It is just so like blah blah blah. There's no. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to not be so fucking serious. I mean, I don't get it. But anyways, all right. That's my little soapbox moment. We do look. Dawn is this? Who is this now?
Dawn is my cousin as well. Yes.
Have I not met Dawn? Was she?
Dawn was on our show.
Oh, Dawn.
She was on the
yes,
generational
yes,
show.
Yes, she was. Oh, Dawn.
Dawn,
Good to see.
she was the Hat Man girl.
Yes.
Seeing the Hat Man everywhere, which is a little freaky to
I've
me.
got some
still.
ideas for some upcoming shows.
Dawn,
and,
we do have some t-shirts and sweatshirts in the works. We have license for
Dawn,
your
tell
car,
tell
like
us
the
your
big
size.
license plate.
We'll hook you up.
Yes.
At this point, I don't. Here's the thing. Right now, people listening. I'm gonna say this. People listening on this show right now, in the chat, message me or Tiffany on Facebook Messenger or whatever. Your shirt size. We'll get you a shirt.
Will get you a shirt.
We will get you a shirt because you hang with us, you support us, all that good stuff. Top hat. That's it. Top hat.
There you go.
I remember that now.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. 2 hours later, 2 hours and 12 minutes later. Chat room absolutely killed it.
Yes, they did.
April ruled. So we got Lon Strickler next week. We've got in a couple weeks. I have been wanting to do this show that we've got scheduled for October 22nd.
Okay.
The Hopkinsville Goblin case.
Yes.
Here in the state of Kentucky.
Yep.
And then Halloween's coming up. So we got a vampire.
Love it.
What are we doing for election night? Are we doing a show or not doing a show?
Hale to the no. No, I don't know. Yeah. Well, we don't have anything planned for it.
Well, we don't, but the rest of the world's doing something. Would they want to hang with us? Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if anybody would want to. I don't know.
Really?
Just sit there and bitch about what's happening.
I think they would rather tune into us than watch. That's what I'm saying. They'd rather
the tallies.
Yeah. So. All right, good stuff. Tiffany, take us home or take us out home. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us tonight as we had another interesting episode of Universal Secrets with Tiffany Mack and Kevin Hale and guest April Busset. We're going to say it that way now.
Busset.
I'm going to say Busset. Earlier she said she was being French.
Are you going to call her Amy again?
No, but Amy, thank you for being here as well. So join us next week. Another episode. We will have a good show set up. My brain is already fried. Right. All I'm thinking about is the hurricane and people in the path right now. So that's really where my thoughts are.
Definitely. Oh God, what was the North or the East Coast? It was just a couple weeks ago, right?
9 days.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks.
Last winds.
Crazy times.
So sending lots of love to those people affected. Mike Hanks, we love you, man. Glad you're okay. Dakota, Waddell, Mr. Smokey himself. We're thinking about you guys and your families. And Jeff Squatch, glad you're doing well too. So help out your brothers and sisters. We're going to depend on each and every single one of you Americans, citizens, for support, not just depending upon the man to give you handouts because it's not coming. You're going to listen and deal with your brothers and sisters and neighbors.
Just be nice. Take care of your fellow brother and sister.
Yep.
It's the Anyways, much peace and love to everybody and to you, Tiffany. This is you. I say this with all due respect. Everyone in the chat, so much appreciate you. But when it comes to this show, Tiffany, there's two reasons why I do this show. Do you know what they are?
No.
Look
because
on
you
the
love
screen.
Me.
Look on the screen. That's the two reasons. I do it because I get to spend time with you, and I do it because I want to do it. This is a fun few hours that we get to hang out and talk about something we like to talk about. But we like the company.
You're the host with the most, man.
I know my role. Yeah, it's Universal Secrets with Tiffany Mack, featuring Tiffany Mack and Kevin.
That's good old ego is what it is.
That's all right. I got your back, babe.
All right.
All right. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate you, Tiffany. Say good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Peace.
Good night. Bye.
Bye. This has been Universal Secrets.